Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm one of the youth librarians at Skokie Public Library, and today I'm going to read with you a book that I really like that is all about art. It is a true story and it's about a real neighborhood in California. So one of the things that I really like about this book is how, in addition to just feeling really good about making something, art has the power to bring people together and it spreads happiness. So after I'm finished reading the book, I'm going to show you, with the help of one of my favorite artists, my daughter Haven, how to make a really cool card that you can send to a friend or to a loved one, or you can bring over to a neighbor's house, or you can even give it to somebody who lives with you. Anyway, this book is called Maybe Something Beautiful, and it is by F. Isabel Campoy and Teresa Howell. It was illustrated by Rafael Lopez, and it was copyrighted in 2016 by Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. Maybe Something Beautiful. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, and paint. Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. Can you see in her room? It's very colorful compared to the rest of the city. There's a big difference. And if you look closely, you can see she's got some shapes up in her window. Can you see any of those shapes? On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss Lopez, the lady with the sparkling eyes. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto the wall hiding in the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. You can see as she moves through the city, spreading her art around, that things are starting to get a little bit more colorful. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held his fingers up in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful. And let's try that together. Let's try to make our fingers into the shape of a square. So I'm holding one set of fingers upside down in the shape of an L and one right side up. And then look through it. Maybe something beautiful. Then just like that, he dipped a brush into the paint. Bam! Pow! The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. You see how he's spreading all those colors? And his shirt is pretty colorful too. Who are you? Mira asked. I'm an artist, he said. A muralist. I paint on walls. I'm an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a brush. Then come on. Mira dipped it in the loudest color she saw. Yowie! The wall lit up like sunshine. What do you think it means when they call a color loud? I think it means bright. It makes a big impact. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. I love that word, pizzazz. Soon, Mr. Sachs joined in. Then came others. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. Even Mira's mama painted and danced the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party. Look at them all dancing. They're having so much fun. I think the art is really making them feel like celebrating. Sometimes it makes me feel that way too. Until the policeman walked up. Excuse me, he said. The music stopped. Mira put her brush down. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat and then paused. May I paint with you? He asked. So Mira handed him a paintbrush, and the music started again. You see, Mira's got paint all over her. Does that ever happen to you when you're painting? Teachers and papas jumped in, babies too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. Color spread throughout the streets, and so did joy. Look how different her city is starting to look. Everyone is out there painting together. What a difference. Wherever Mira and the man went, art followed like the string of a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they ever imagined. When their clothes were splattered a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. His eyes sparkled. You, my friends, are all artists, he told them. The world is your canvas. He smiled wide, then pulled everything together in big, sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like a magic wand. Sometimes I feel like that too when I'm drawing, because you start with a blank piece of paper and then you use your crayons or your markers or your paints and you transform it into something totally different. It's so exciting. When he was finished, Mira added one more bird way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe. And that's the end. And if you check this book out from the library, or if you read it at your house, in the back of the book, you can see all the information about the real city that this took place in. It's in San Diego, California. And the muralist, the person that started this big art project in San Diego, is actually the illustrator of this book, Rafael Lopez. Today, I'm going to show you how to make butterflies out of your hands. Not this kind, actually. I'm going to show you how to make a greeting card, and when you fold it out, it looks like butterflies. So for this project, you're going to need 2 pieces of paper, some glue or some tape, and then you'll need some paint, some markers, or some crayons. It's up to you. You can do this any way you want. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to trace an outline of your hand onto some paper. You can ask a grown-up or a big sister or brother for help if you need it. Once you have the outline of your hands, you need both hands, you're going to paint or color them. I like using lots of different colors, but you can do it however you want to. Once that dries, if you're using paint, or once you're ready, if you're using crayons or markers, you're going to cut the hand shapes out. Again, you might need a grown-up. Once you have your shapes cut out, you're going to fold your second piece of paper in half and then unfold it so that you can see the crease in the middle. Finally, you're going to position your hand shapes so they look like a butterfly spreading its wings. You're going to glue that down, and then using a marker or a crayon, you're going to add a little body and antennae. And your card is done. Open it up and you can write any message you want on the inside. And that is it. I hope that you love this book as much as I do, and I hope that it inspires you to go out into the world and make something and spread some of that joy around. Bye.